Turkish media reported that Ramzan Kadyrov, leader of Chechnya, nearly drowned in Bodrum resort while swimming. Kadyrov sometimes visits some of the luxury hotels in Bodrum, and this time it went wrong for him. So according to the multiple outlets of Turkey, here are the media which report about the case, at least 4 of the sources, and they refer to eyewitnesses too. The incident reportedly occurred near a 5-star hotel on the water. They do not specify the name of the hotel, they want to have it more confident. As he entered the sea, Kadyrov began gasping for air and, according to some reports, failing in the water. Which I think you agree is the kind of the strange behavior of the body, and then you go to the shallow sea. I've flown to Bodrum as a pilot many of the times. It's a nice resort and you don't have like steep, deep water right away, so you need to walk some time in the shallow waters. So hotel staff and coast guards, they called the ambulance. Kadyrov received first aid at the beach and was then taken to the private hospital. Media outlets say that he is now in stable condition and not in danger. According to the Russian outlets, Agestvo, local broadcaster Kent TV, reported Kadyrov has been staying in the Plaza Hotel, so now we have the name, and was taken to Bodrum's American hospital. Is it haram to go for Kadyrov to American hospital? On Friday, Kent TV published photos of what is described as Chechen's leader motorcade, including the police cars and ambulance leaving the hospital. So we have some of the proofs. So here we have this video, traffic police, ambulance car with probably Kadyrov inside. This is one more police car, by the way, in the front. And Kadyrov has been delivered to the local hospital. And there are multiple of the other cars, one more police car, and this is the cortege of Ramzan Kadyrov. They take him out from the hotel and escort to hospital. You see, very, very important guest out there. This case really shows the deterioration of the health of the Chechen leader. For the last few years, there were multiple of the rumors, again with some of the confirmation even, that something is wrong with the body of Ramzan Kadyrov. For the last few months, Kadyrov rarely appears in public. The most of the meetings are led by his deputies or advisors. One of the most recent public meetings of Ramzan Kadyrov was recorded on 17th of July, where he met the head of the traffic police of Chechnya. Yeah, you see, probably they all like lots of the medals. Well, he met with the guy, they discussed something, but cameras, they didn't concentrate on Kadyrov at all. They showed Kadyrov just for a couple of seconds. Just look here, 1 to maybe 3 seconds, and the rest of the video was concentrating on this guy and on other officials of Chechnya. And Kadyrov, then they showed him here, well, I don't think he looks okay. Could be okay, but not sure. For the last year he lost lots of the weight, like several dozens of kilos. That's how he looked the last year. Then there were already rumors about his terrible health conditions. Those rumors, I think, started from 2019, even before the full-scale Russian attack on Ukraine. Sources say that he has some sort of the pancreatic necrosis. It is the terrible illness which leads in 80% of the cases to death. In summer 2023, Kadyrov disappeared from the informational field for many weeks. There were some of the rumors that he was delivered to the hospital because of the complications with his health, but later on this video was published. This is the relative of Kadyrov who was reported in the same hospital. Maybe this video is just a false flag to show that Kadyrov was for many weeks with his relative, which sounds kind of strange. A few weeks later, Kadyrov published the video from the gym showing how he works out and he maintains his health in good condition, saying that everything, all of the rumors about his poor health are just hoax. He also did some jogging here. I think I reported about it back in 2023, or I guess it was 2023. Because of the rumors about bad Kadyrov's health, journalists, yes, the Russian propaganda journalists even asked Peskov of whether Kadyrov is okay. Well, Peskov replied it was kind of the vivid answer that, according to their information, Kadyrov is fine, but if he wasn't, they wouldn't tell it to the press. So kind of the suspicious thing here that Kadyrov wanted to show eagerly that he is fine, like I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Those are the rumors, those are hoax about my health, you know. Look at me, I feel okay. So it had the opposite effect, that he tries to hide the real issues, which sparked the conspiracies about his health even more. But today's case in Bodrum, Turkey hotel resort shows that definitely he has huge issues. It is not normal for a healthy person to go and swim and faint. It usually doesn't happen like that. It shows severe issues. My friends, as usual, you may support my job on Patreon. It is very important for me, especially right now, that there are some of the issues with monetization on this platform. Thank you so much for maintaining me motivated to publish more and more for you. Thank you, guys. You're just awesome. Well, the last weekend, Kadyrov also was spotted in Grozny city. He went to communicate with people. Well, how he looks, you may judge, but for me, he is not a healthy person out there. He didn't speak with lots of the people like personally. He didn't spell anything, just made some of the photos, and that's the whole report. Yeah, definitely he looks really tired, exhausted, I would say, with all of those people around. He's like a doll or walking under something. And again, he appears rarely in the meetings which require his presence as the leader of Chechnya. So his deputies are out there speaking from his name. Kadyrov has definitely some of the issues. And because of those issues, Kadyrov is looking for the possible replacement of his leadership with his son, Adam Kadyrov. That's why Adam is in the informational field of the Russian Federation most of the time. Then they speak about Chechnya. Yeah, cringy videos were published with Adam, then he fires from the golden machine guns, and then he storms some of the shooting range after storming McDonald's probably. By the way, here it was Putin who was watching Adam Kadyrov in action. Oh my god, this was so cringe. In his 17 years old, Adam is in charge of Chechen militia forces, or special forces you may call them. Recently Kadyrov also got married. No, not on this guy, however it would be kind of interesting. I told about it on my channel. He married some of the girl and he showed his watches, which cost millions of dollars actually, because they're brilliant. Oh my god, those watches are damn expensive. And this photo was taken from his wedding ceremony, which is also very expensive. As you see, Kadyrov clan has lots of the money, and the aim of Ramzan Kadyrov, who is losing his health, is to continue to keep his family in ruling of Chechnya. However, Russian FSB might think differently because they don't like actually Kadyrov. So if Kadyrov someday passes away, there could be some of the internal clashes in Chechnya. I mean, at first political clashes, which also could spark into something really different, because I don't think that Russian leadership and Vladimir Putin plus his circle, they're really satisfied with Kadyrov's recent actions, especially if we speak about Wildberries. You probably might remember that scandal that really shocked Russia from inside. Then Kadyrov wanted to raid a multi-billion-dollar business, which already was signed to one of the Putin's friends. Also, roughly 2 months ago, Kadyrov people beaten up one of the Russian bloggers in Moscow who said some bad stuff relative to Kadyrov Ahmad battalion. They actually kidnapped the guy, but police was alerted and they detained both blogger and Kadyrov people. It is the first time that Kadyrov people actually were detained. Before, they were acting absolutely free on territory of Russia and Moscow region, and it happened in Moscow. So it shows the different approach from Vladimir Putin to Kadyrov. Plus, the Russian FSB elite, they actually used to fight against Kadyrov and his family during the First and Second Chechen Wars. Then Kadyrov betrayed his own people and coordinated the peace with Russians. That is how Chechnya was surrendered to Putin. But the previous hate still remains. We know it from the case with Wagner army, members of which used to fight in Chechen wars as well. Remember the full escalation of the conflict between Kadyrov and Wagner himself, Utkin. Utkin wrote that we may repeat what we've done in Chechnya. But there could be also the split of power in Chechen Republic itself. We see how Kadyrov, little by little, is losing his influence because of his health deterioration. And the well-known people in media, like the commander of the Chechen TikTok battalion, Davydov, they may take the part of that power, or at least they may try to go to the top, because I think personally that Abtu is well supported by Russian elite itself, compared to Adam Kadyrov, who has no such huge support from Putin and FSB. I think that really Putin is looking to dismiss Kadyrov's clan from power entirely in case of the death of Ramzan Kadyrov. Because first of all, Adam is not the popular figure in the Russian society, and I would say in Chechnya itself, he's like the spoiled boy with lots of the luxury stuff which Kadyrov family gave to him. I think it's cringe even for Putin to bet on this guy. They will look for someone else. Yeah, from Chechens, but very loyal. Like I say to you, Abtialudinov is kind of the good candidate for the position of the leader of Chechnya. Because Russian society makes just jokes about Adam Kadyrov, as well as the Russian military bloggers, as well as the part of the Russian propaganda media. So with today's case, with Kadyrov in Turkey, it's kind of the irony, yeah, that Kadyrov required some of the help from other people, then he applied severe punishment to people in his own country. For any sort of the freedom of speech, it's actually absent in Chechnya. He's ruling Chechnya obviously as a dictator. Chechnya is one of the poorest republics of Russia, but the elite of Chechnya is not poor at all. But after all, it's impossible to take all of those money to the afterlife. According to the recent information, Kadyrov is stable in a hospital, and who knows how long he actually might rule Chechnya, because again he has lots of the money and the access to the best doctors. Yeah, he cannot fly to Israel for their medicine, but he may fly to other countries which also have very good specialists in his sphere. So I'm not speaking that he will be kaput tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, but it might happen like that. But the case in Turkey really showed that he has no much time to rule the country. And just imagine this awkward death of Kadyrov drowning in the waters of hotel. Crazy. Okay guys, tell me if you like those kind of the videos, then we concentrate just on one topic and dig more information about it. And I'm gonna film more videos today for you. We're gonna make separate report about front lines. We're gonna make separate report about other stuff happening around Ukraine, around Russia, and around maybe even Donald Trump, because we have even some of the positive news coming from the USA, more positive news. And now please don't forget to press your huge like to this video. By doing so, you help me a lot, and I wish you all a peaceful sky wherever you are, and have a great time.